Just over here in my little storage lot. There's my garage over there. Had to expand a little bit for the winter. Well, calendar says spring's here, but the temperature and the weather does not. But it's time to get the wagon first start up. Been sitting for the winter. Time to get it out. Icy. No ice on the tires. Probably come out of there. Well, the day we were gonna put it away, the wife got backed into. Yep, guy backed right into it. So, can't have that. Got to get her fixed up for the season. Can't walk. Walk on the ice. Ooh. Purple rain. She's sitting pretty. Saturday morning. It was muddy and rainy yesterday. The ground feels nice and hard today. So, Walmart Everstart gave up this winter. Bought it brand new, April of 22. She's dead. Put the famous blue jump pack. See what happens. 1992 Buick Roadmaster Estate, 5.7, 350 Chevy with the TBI. Can't go wrong. That's all there is to it. It's just broken in. Sitting all winter. Found a soft spot. Got her out. Hopefully this guy don't care. So I got looking around a little more at this truck. 2004 GMC. And as I said before, someone had cut the truck side plug off for the plow. It's got the minute mount too. And so I wanted to see if the plow worked. So, you know, there was some shenanigans going on with that. So I ended up, a friend of mine was like, why don't you just cut the wires, you know, splice the wires in with some butt connectors and cut the other plow side off and just put it together like that. And that way you can see if it works, and then maybe, you know, order the plug down the road. Or if you got to take the plow off, you just have to cut the wires. But so I said, yeah, I'll do that, you know, nothing better to do. So I came out and I started doing that. But once I got so far, I started running out of wires to go to, meaning I had more on this side than this side. So I said, well, that's not going to work, is it? So I put as many as I could to the colors that they matched up with. And when I went inside and turned on the fish stick, it did light up. But nothing was happening out here. So then I said, well, I'll have to order the new plug and just do that. So I did get the plug off of Amazon, $60, and had to open the hood here for you. So here you got your isolator module and all the stuff and solenoids, and they just kind of, in a normal truck this would all be mounted somewhere nicely, but they just kind of bundled it up all right here. So I ended up getting that new plug in. What it does is it just plugs in right here. You can see the cleaner one right here. That's the new one. So you got your numbers, so you can't really mess it up. So I plugged it in, and now plow still didn't work. Fish stick lit up, but this solenoid right here was just clicking. Click, click, click every time I hit the buttons. So I started to think it was that. So I was tapping away. I took all these connections off. I was cleaning everything, spraying everything down, and trying a million things. And I said, man, so I was talking to a friend of mine, trying to get some second opinions on what to do. And he said, yeah. And everywhere online said, if that solenoid's clicking, he probably needs one. So I said, well, kind of weird, because the plow, I mean, the truck was working during the winter. I mean, it was not this winter, but last winter. So then I came over here, and I never thought of checking, mainly because the truck was parked down there and there was a snowbank, so I couldn't even really get to the side. But I started looking. I noticed you got another plug over here, idiot, and you got your negative, positive, and that's your main power for the motor. Well, this plug was not only unplugged, but what they did was they took the truck side and they tucked it way in the bumper. And then they took this side and it was tucked in the bumper also, looking like it was plugged in, but in fact it was unplugged. So once I plugged that in, to my surprise, I got in the truck and I turned on the whole fish stick. Well, not a lot of gas in her. Works a lot faster when you got it running, but Pink Floyd's on, not good. So there you go. Nice little holder for it right there. So anyway, it's all fixed up and it's all working. I noticed some other things. The obvious things is they needed the lights too, so they cut those right off, but that's no big deal. I mean, that's Minute Mount 2 setup. It's a $800,000 unit right there. Started looking a little bit more around the truck, and I was noticing some other things. For one, I noticed there was a gas tank strap missing, gone. So put a ratchet strap on there. The other thing I noticed was there's only 3 lug nuts on each wheel. So there was definitely some shenanigans that did not know about. Gas cap was missing, and look under here, and you can see we have a little problem right there, a little crack in the frame. Frame's been repaired in the past right around this area, so starting to get a little soft again, so that's not too good, but gotta figure out whether we can save it or not. I was also wondering what this hole was. It was just hacked into the bumper. Kind of ugly. It's not my plate, by the way, but kind of ugly. Why would they do that? Then I looked, and it seems like the metal they added to put this bed on, they didn't have a spot to get the spare down, so that's what they did. So you can stick your big rod through the hole and get the spare down if you need it. It's also looking, what's this? What's this thing? Well, that's a little cap, and you pull that cap off, and it's a quick connect for like some jumper cables. And the cable goes all the way to the front of the truck to the battery. So that could be a handy thing. Run a winch. You can see this side of the frame also has been strengthened up, and cross members have been done at one time. And it's got one step bar for the wife to get in. Well, it's a cold Sunday. Yesterday, 50s. Had shorts and a t-shirt on. Got the wagon out, cruising around, drinking iced coffee. Today, 24 degrees, windy, very bitter. Surface froze back up. That's Maine for you. That's living in northern Maine. That's how it is. Weather, never know. You never know. Still watching. Thanks for checking in.